back, it's Melanie from Orange Umbrella Co. Today we are here to plan for the week of February 13th, and I'm committed and in the Cousin planner now. I'm getting there. I am actually liking it now that I have found a pen. I'm like really excited about the journaling aspect of it. I have been journaling every day and nothing, too insightful or anything, just kind of like highlights from my day and things I'm thinking about, things that are not going well, frustrating me, whatever. It's so good to get it on paper. And I have been meaning to start journaling for a while. And I used to journal as a kid and a teenager and a young adult. And I just kind of fell out of the habit when the kids were young. And so I really wanted to get back into doing that. So I am, and I'm proud of myself, and I'm glad I am doing it. Okay, so it is Saturday currently, the 10th, or the 11th. I left early yesterday for a hair appointment, and I did not want to come back to work. I wanted to be able to come home and film the videos, and the morning, just like at work, everything that could have been giving us trouble was. So just one of those mornings, I did not even get to pick out my kit for this week. So I had already grabbed these earlier in the week. I did not intend to really use them for next week. I wanted to do a plan with me using a standard kit just so that people know that it is possible. And shout out to Sarah Parker, who put a post in our Facebook group using a standard weekly kit this week. It looked so adorable, but I don't even have enough pieces, but we're going with it. So I did not want to put off filming this video until I could go to the shop and get a kit. So I was having a little trouble deciding when I was thinking about it last week what kit I wanted to use. I was just feeling very meh about all of them. And so I just didn't make a decision, and then it became too late. So we're just gonna do a little bit of decorating because it truly does help me use my planner when it is aesthetically pleasing to look at. Now, how aesthetically pleasing it's going to be without a kit, we're going to find out together, but I'm fine with it. It is going to be fine. I ordered a palette knife. I think I did cut that. That might be my first time. Or maybe just creased it. Nope, I think I cut it. Anyway, I did order a palette. Of course, when I'm talking about it, I would jinx it. I did order a palette knife for this planner for cutting washi because I'm like, I am on borrowed time. I have been so lucky with not having cut through the paper, which I did, so it's fine. Anyway, that should be here in a couple days, but until then, we're just gonna kind of keep plugging along. Like, I don't think this ruler is good enough for ripping. It would be fine for like a washi roll, but not, I did good on that one. Not for washi strips. So, all right, and we'll do that. These are coming to the shop. I had already set these aside for myself. I think they come on the 20th, is that right? Yeah. So these will be releasing on the 20th. I kind of showed a sneak peek of these a couple weeks ago, but they are sized for the Hobonichi, and I had them, so we're gonna use them. So yeah, it'll be sheet B563, and those surrounding numbers, I can't quite remember, will be our F12 print font, and some little flags too, like little rectangle type deals. So yeah, that's what we're gonna use up here this week. So, and I didn't even grab any labels. Like, I started grabbing what I wanted to do for, plan with me without using a hobo kit, and all I got was a Post-it notes, which is fine. I don't have a ton of stuff that I need to really put down. Luann is leaving early one day, and we have a press thing happening on Tuesday. But when I was cutting new Hobonichi releases, I also grabbed these. I cannot quite remember when these are coming. They're down a few weeks, but they're more dots, because I know you guys have been hearing me talk about how I needed more dots that were not on the kit. So I do have a couple of those that I can put some important stuff down in. And then I had these in my stash. These are just little blank corner pieces. So I'm like, I can totally use those, and it's not gonna focus at all, is it? Hello. Hi, I'm here. Okay, so I have those. So we're gonna make it work. So one of the things you know what, let's put, bottom washi do we want to use? That's really light, isn't it? Do I want to do, trying to look at the smaller, thinner ones. I think I'll use this little stripey guy because it has some of that blue in there, so we'll be able to tie that together a little bit. So one of the things I realized that I wanted to change up for this week was my weekly layout. I have been enjoying tracking my work time in it, and I'm coming to realize like what I'm spending the most time on. So that has been super helpful because I want to make some changes for myself personally for my productivity at the shop. And so I want to kind of just be more conscious of that. So I'm going to continue, and here's what I'm talking about. Let me cut this and I'll show you. I actually was trying to time how long it takes me to design a kit, and like down to the minute, because I know that once Ashley is fully trained on it, she is going to be very quick. She's just a very, very quick worker. So I wanted to say, okay, it takes me X amount of hours to do a full kit from start to finish, so that I can decide as I'm taking away all of the silhouette cutting work from her, what else I can add in to make sure that she gets her 40 hours. So a couple of girls get close to 40 hours a week. She religiously gets 40 hours every single week. So I need to make sure that I am able to still provide her with the hours that she needs to pay her bills, feed her family, you know, all of that good stuff. So that was my intention. But doing that, I realized how often I get interrupted, be it with a machine jamming or somebody needing something printed for orders or a work message or a work phone call, or like, I mean, it took me an hour and a half to do the weekly, the add-on, and the deco sheet, and it was probably spanned over 2.5 hours worth of time, and that's just not efficient. So anyway, that's kind of where I am with that. So I'm hoping that by continuing to say, you know, like, I am constantly cutting, I am constantly printing, you know, to where I can find a more productive workflow for those things. So that, anyway, that has been super insightful. I'm glad that I'm doing it. I'm just going to continue to do it for a few more weeks and see what I can come up with to kind of increase my productivity. All right, so I have my little Post-it notes over here with things I need to remember. We're getting a press delivered. This is our new press that has been back and forth from the shop. This will be the third time it's getting delivered. We have a workaround for the issue that we are having, and we're just not really sure how it's going to go with our workflow, and if it's worth spending this much money on a press every month that may not be super efficient for us and may cause more waste for our foiling process. So we are getting it re-delivered. They're going to allow us to keep it for a couple weeks and try it with our daily orders before we decide if we want to return it and go with something else or keep it and deal with it. So I'm really excited to wrap that part of Ashley's in my life up. Like, it has been nothing but stressful. And it will be coming around 9 a.m. I also have Luann leaving early that day, so let's see. Do we want to mark that with a corner or a little dot? Let's do a little dot. And we'll pull out this pink. So she leaves at 11:30. Daggone, those are tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Okay, let's get this so I can write well. Okay, so that is in. That takes care of that. And my daughter also has an orthodontist appointment on Tuesday. So this will be, let's see, what color do I want to use? Let's do gray. This will be her consultation for braces. Oddly enough, I feel like she is pretty excited about it. I don't know, you know, girls, teenage girls. So that is, I think my husband is going to be able to take her to that, which is awesome because that is going to be a crazy day for us. Okay, so I think that takes care of Tuesday, and that's like when all the things are there. So Saturday, my dad is coming home from Florida. I took him to the airport this week and he will need picked up. So one of the things I wanted to change was to put a to-do section along the bottom. So with my Erin Condren planner, I really enjoyed having just like a weekly overview of what needed done. And even if it didn't get done on that particular day that it was assigned to, I still was able to see it at a glance. So one of the issues I've been kind of having here is in the plan with me is I'm really only able to put like Monday's tasks in because I don't want to, you know, flip the page to Wednesday and still have Monday stuff that I'm not able to see. So I wanted to kind of figure out where that was going to go. And the reason I'm sidetracking is because he needs picked up at 8:30, but I'm sure that my to-do list is going to be that far down. So it looks like I'm not writing anything in here past like the 17-hour mark. So I think I'll do it at the 18. Let's go ahead and put that in, and then I can always just put my dad's pickup here with the time noted on it. It's hard for me, my brain, to ignore the times on this. I know that it's done commonly, but I'll get there. It's fine, I'll get there. All right, so, and I had a very limited selection of markers here at the house because again, I didn't pick my kit, so I didn't pick my markers. So it's fine. Okay. So those are in. I kind of need to think about what I want to, how I want to mark those to-do sections. So while I'm stewing that, let's go ahead and put in his pickup. I think I'll use this pink. Oh, my dogs are whining at the back door. I feel so sorry for them. I really don't, because they're just going to go out there and bark at something. There's probably a squirrel or something. All right, so Dad from airport at 8:30. Okay, so for the to-do section, I probably have to-do scripts I could dig out, and I also have check marks and little computers. So I think I'm actually going to go with the computers because I don't have just like outline check marks and stuff, so I don't really want to have to. Yeah, because this is all going to be work tasks. You guys know me, I don't put too much of my personal life in here. All right. Should have finished doing that before I put that in there, right? Oh well, live and learn. My Saturday to-do list isn't usually too full. Like, I do all my editing and I need more space for that, so that will just be probably random stuff or Jason things for the shop. Okay, so that is in there. Dad from airport. Okay, so let's work on the sidebar, and then we'll flip over and we'll add a couple pieces of washi to the dailies, and we will call it good, because this kit is so old. Let's see, was it 121? Yeah, I think this was our boho doodles kit, and so that that kit did not have deco or a journaling sheet. So, all right, let's track the work hours. And so I don't even have a sidebar for reading, so maybe I will actually put that down at the very bottom of my days, and we will just track it daily. I do like tracking it daily. That is one thing. I have been doing the reading sidebar, and it's fine. It works. I can still see how many pages I'm reading, or in the case of this, not reading. But I think I did like doing it at the bottom of the page. So we'll move that over. All right, so. Okay, so we need some way to mark this week. I don't know if I have any scripts for that or not. Oh, I do. Okay. So, do I want to put a little piece of washi under there? I mean, let's do it. Why not, right? So we'll use this super pale tan. Put that in there. Okay, where's my sheet? Here it is. And we'll plop that on there. Okay, all right, so this week I need to, oh, so here, sidebar again, let me tell you a little secret. Where did it go? This is a Hobonichi that I have been planning in. It was a spring edition of Stella. No, you're fine. This was the spring edition of the 2022. So it was gonna end in March. And I was like, I am like really kind of wanting all of this journaling and such to be in one planner for the year. So I actually went ahead and ordered the January start Hobo Cousin, and I spent many hours this week back planning and recopying all of my journal entries. So like that was these dogs are out of control. So I had to yeah, back plan all of that. It took hours and hours and hours, but it is totally fine. So, okay, dogs were whining, kid was waking up, you know, the whole 9 yards. Anyway, the reason I was telling you all that was because I have these tabs on here that I got from Coffee Monsters Co., and I don't have any tabs on this one. I do have my little clips, which will be just fine for now, but I do want tabs on it as I go through the year, so I can easily flip to previous months or whatever. So this week I wanted to make some tabs for my cousin. And if that's something you guys are interested in me listing in the shop, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna make them for myself. All right, I also did not get the freebie collab that I'm doing with another shop done. So I need to do that this week. And I started kit 223, but I did not finish it, so I need to finish that. So Ashley is doing her very first kit. She's working on 225. I'm super excited to show it to you. It is so cute. She's doing an amazing job, but there were a lot of questions, understandably, with her first one. So that took a lot of my time this week. So that is why I did not get as far on that. So I'm sure this will fill up a little bit. But let's go ahead and add in these on Monday so I can keep track of what I'm doing in the kit. So okay, so kit 223 is a throwback kit, so I'm super excited about that. I need to go back and look. I think we may have done monthlies with it. And if we did, I'll do monthlies for it again this time as well, but I don't remember offhand. So I'm gonna leave that blank for now. But while I was writing that, I did remember that we need to finish up the monthly journaling set 4. So we have something super exciting coming for month 4. I know some of you guys are a little bit leery on how to use them, and it's a big commitment. There's a lot of sheets in it, and so it can be a little bit overwhelming. So we decided that we were going to go ahead and add in coordinating deco and coordinating labels and coordinating functional items like days of the week and the likes that you guys can pretty much create your own kit. So I'm super excited about that. It's all going to be 100% hand doodled, so it's not as big of a commitment as doing a full collection that is hand drawn. So anyway, we're working on that. And then next week, I think, maybe it's the following week, I may have a little bit more time. No, so next Thursday, the 23rd, Kim goes to California to visit her son. And so I need to get that wrapped up this week so that she can do her part the following week, so that that is ready to go for you guys at the beginning of March. So what we're gonna do is after we get this one nailed down and the format, we are gonna go back and do the exact same thing for the December, January, and February collections. And we will bring those back around for you guys to purchase if you were one of the few that were, not the few, one of the many that were like, I don't know what to do with these. They're beautiful, but help. So we have got you covered on that. So I need to get that finalized. And let's go ahead and see if I can find my book stickers. So, oh yeah, this. I have not been doing a good job tracking that lately. I've been weighing myself in, but I'm not writing it down. So we should probably also do new releases and put that in there, because I do kind of lose track of where we are if it is not in my planner. All right, books. I think I'm gonna stick with something a little bit small. Those might work. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with my trusty black and white ones. Okay. So let's get that out of the way and put those in, and we will put the new releases in. And then I think we might call this good. I may do my daily pages off camera. I probably should have put that all the way in the column. I'm trying to give myself enough room to write my pages and I ripped that paper. Goodness. My pages and also what book I'm reading. So I'm hoping to finally wrap up the book that I have been reading for forever this week. So hopefully I can get that done. And then we'll put our scale in. And the new releases. I'm not gonna do the socials. I'm only gonna have 2 videos up this week. Gonna be the plan with me and the new releases so that I can have some more time this weekend to focus on things at the shop. So we have a ton of shelves still to build to finish filling out the picking area. We have some work to do at Sam's desk, and my husband has like a bazillion pieces of trim to put down that are just kind of like hanging out against the wall. So anyway, we are gonna work at the shop this weekend on that stuff. So, all right, what was I going to add in? Oh, my scale and new releases. So put that right there on my Thursday. All right. I'm hoping I can film another behind the scenes this coming Thursday because I really enjoy doing those. I know you guys really enjoy watching them. So, all right. OUC releases. We are doing 219, 220, and the monthly for 213. Yep, so if you haven't caught that yet, I did go back and do monthlies. So that is good. So, okay. I think we are gonna go ahead and call that good. I think what I am gonna do though, real quick, is just kind of show you guys what I plan to do in my daily sections. So I had been putting my socials at the top, my to-dos on the left side, but I feel like there have been a couple days where I've been journaling and I'm like, oh, I have more I could say, but I kind of am starting to run out of room and there's all this wasted space. So what I'm gonna do for next week is try to break down my to-dos on this left column and just take it all the way down and use this right side to journal. So I'm going to kind of brainstorm how I'm going to do that. I'll probably do it day by day. Something else that has been super helpful is putting Jason's running, he already got one of these done, running to-do list on Saturday, since that is his main full day at the shop and he can get most of what he needs to get done on during the week on Saturdays. I've been able to very easily flip to Saturday during the week when he's there and kind of just list off some of the stuff. So he did not work very much this week. One of his coworkers is out of town, so he's pulling double duty at his work. So that is totally fine, but he has a lot to do this weekend. So I am going to continue to put that on Saturdays. I just need to kind of find a place for it. I may end up putting it up here and then starting my journaling down here. But all of that to say, I think that's why I'm not gonna lay down any of these extra washies that I have, because I'm gonna kind of structure that starting on Monday on a day-by-day basis. So it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. So I think I'm just taking a look at this and make sure I'm not missing anything. I'm not. I think we're gonna call this good. I will fill in my social media stuff as soon as I have a game plan for that. And yeah, we're gonna continue to track the work hours and my reading, but I'm glad to have a place to put my to-do list back in here on the weekly, just so that I can get a better view of what is happening in my life. So thank you guys so much for coming along on this whole figuring it out journey, and until next time, take care.